Revenge films.
My name's Amy. I live together with my husband, Ethan. Before we got married, my husband was a hard-working businessman. But after marriage, considering that I make a lot of money through my work, he decided to quit his job, and now he's unemployed. Even though he spends a lot of his time at home, he doesn't do any chores. He doesn't do anything, honestly, and our lives have been like this for the past 3 years. I always believed he'd go back to being the hard-working self that he was, and that's why I decided to stay with him and provide for him. Whenever I got annoyed with him, I'd always talk about him with my best friend from junior high, Sharon. One afternoon, Sharon and I decided to have lunch together. Isn't the food great here? I'm happy we decided to come here today.
Same here.
Ethan told me he's going out drinking tonight. He doesn't even work, yet he feels the need to go out to drink at night. It doesn't make any sense, right?
That does sound annoying.
Also, apparently he's been borrowing money from his parents. I had no idea when he's going to get his act together and start working again.
Yeah, why don't we enjoy these cakes for now and think about what to do with him later?
Yeah, Sharon's always been a great friend that I can talk to about things that are bothering me, so I always end up telling her everything that's going on in my life. After talking to her about all the things that were annoying me about Ethan, I was able to go home that day feeling somewhat at peace. A few days later, I was walking home when I noticed the watch that my husband had always wanted in a shop window. It's nearly our wedding anniversary, so maybe I'll get it for him. I decided to buy him the watch as a surprise present, thinking that it'd make him happy and also motivate him to go out to find another job soon. But I thought surprising him with only a present would be boring, so I decided to tell him that I wouldn't be back on the night of our wedding anniversary on account of having some travel for work. And then I'd end up coming home that night to surprise him with the present. Soon enough, our wedding anniversary came around. I'll be off then. Remember, I won't be back tonight because I'm traveling for work today.
Got it. When are you gonna be back?
I shall be back in the evening tomorrow.
Can you give me some money for dinner tonight?
What? But I gave you quite a bit of money for you to go drinking the other night, right? You don't have any money left over from then?
I used up all the money you gave me that night.
Okay, well, try not to overspend if you can.
Yeah, okay. Bye.
I'll be off then. Just like that, my plan to surprise my husband was set in motion. I couldn't wait to surprise him with the watch I got him. Soon enough, it became nighttime, so I made my way home. But when I got there, Ethan wasn't home. I wanted to surprise him, but he's not here. Maybe he's out eating dinner or something? At first, I decided to wait for Ethan to get back in the living room, but then I came up with a brilliant idea to hide in the bathroom to surprise him after he got back. So with that, I turned off all the lights in the house and hid in the bathtub with my present for him. Then I heard the front door open, so I decided to stand up and get out of the tub when I heard a familiar woman's voice. I wanted to be wrong, but I was certain that voice belonged to Sharon. What's Sharon doing in my place? I was so perplexed at the situation, but I decided to listen in on their conversation.
Is it really okay for me to stay over tonight?
Yeah, Amy's not coming home tonight, so it's fine. What did you say to your husband when you left your place tonight to come here?
I just told him that I'd be staying over at Amy's place. That's not a lie after all, right?
Except Amy's not here. That's true, though. It's not a lie.
After hearing their conversation, I could tell what was going on. These two had stabbed me in the back. I was so angry to find this out that I decided to text Sharon's husband, Oliver, from the bathtub. After a little while, I heard Ethan and Sharon moving from the living room into the bathroom. They really came inside and started to have a shower together. I'd shut the lid on the bathtub, though, so neither of them noticed that I was in there. I had been texting Oliver what had been happening at my place up until that point. But we decided to call instead, so that he could listen in on their conversation too.
I'll scrub your back for you.
Thanks. Make it squeaky clean, okay?
Scrub mine next.
Of course. Your back is so beautiful, Sharon.
After having a shower, the two of them still didn't realize that I was in the tub and exited the bathroom.
The bedroom's this way.
Do you and Amy always sleep in the same bed?
We do. Just because if I stop doing so, then she might start to suspect something.
Huh.
Come on now, don't get jealous, Sharon. You're the only one I love.
I heard the bedroom door close, and with that, I quickly got out of the bathtub and out of the bathroom. Then I went straight to the front door and let Oliver in, who had been waiting outside my place ever since I told him about what had been going on here. The two of us took a deep breath in front of the bedroom door. Then we burst in through the door and turned the lights on in the room. That's when we saw Ethan and Sharon together, naked in bed. The two of them looked as though they couldn't believe their eyes that Oliver and I were standing there before them. They quickly got out of bed and put their clothes back on.
What exactly is going on here? Explain right now!
It's not what it looks like, honey. Please, calm down.
How could it not be what it looks like? You were both just in bed together. There's no way that this isn't what it looks like.
I can't believe you both stabbed me in the back like this. How dare you do such a thing?
I'm sorry. Please, forgive me.
Sharon proceeded to continuously grovel while Ethan just looked annoyed.
Hey, you! Don't you have something to say in all this? Were you not supposed to be coming home tonight, Amy? Why did you lie to me like that?
That's not what we should be discussing right now.
You've got some nerve, Ethan!
Oliver was so angry by this point, it looked as though he might lash out at Ethan at any moment. Sharon was continuing to cry and trying to stop Oliver from getting near Ethan. With the way Ethan was handling all of this, I already knew there and then that I'd want to get a divorce from him. And because I'd already made this decision of mine, I'd secretly been recording a video of what was going on my phone.
I've had enough of this. We're getting divorced.
No, don't say that. Please, let's talk this out.
There's nothing for us to talk about. We're getting divorced.
No, wait.
With that, Oliver left our place and Sharon went chasing after him. Even after the two of them left, it didn't seem as though Ethan was feeling sorry at all for what had happened here. Leave.
Yeah, okay. I'll go back to my parents' house tomorrow.
No. Leave now.
Damn, you don't need to shout. Fine, I'll leave.
With that, Ethan left our place in the middle of the night and probably went to sleep in a park or something. The next day, I went straight to putting together everything I needed to in order to get a divorce. First of all, I sent the video from last night to both Ethan and Sharon's parents. Because Sharon and I had been best friends since junior high, it was easy for me to get in contact with her mom. So it was easy for me to send her the video. While I waited for their response, I got a call from Oliver. He had told me that he was thinking of taking both Sharon and Ethan to court over what they had done, so I decided to help him with that case against him, and sent him the video too. Soon after that, I got a phone call from both Ethan and Sharon's parents. All they could do was apologize profusely to me. At this time, Ethan was already on his way to his parents' house, not knowing that I told them everything. So when he finally got to his parents' house, his parents refused him entry into the home. Apparently, his parents even said to him that they would disown him. And he was so taken aback by that he ended up calling me to ask what happened between me and his parents. But all I told him was that I was getting a divorce from him and ended the call. That night, Ethan had nowhere to go, so he ended up coming back to our place.
Amy, I'm really sorry for what I did. I'll cut off all ties with Sharon, so please reconsider going through with the divorce.
Do you mind not entering my house without an invitation? This isn't your home anymore. Give me back your key.
Please, don't do this to me!
Hurry up and give me your key and get out. I don't ever want to see you here ever again.
I just made one mistake. Please don't get so angry at me, Amy! Why did you have to tell my parents? I don't have anywhere else to stay right now. Let me stay here!
I'll call the police on you if I have to.
Damn you!
With that, Ethan finally left his key and left the house. After that, I hired a lawyer to take on my case in order to get divorced from Ethan, and to have both him and Sharon pay me for the damages they caused me. Oliver did the same by getting divorced from Sharon and getting them both to pay him. As for Sharon, she was also kicked out of her house she lived in with Oliver, and she also refused entry back into her parents' home. So apparently she ended up getting a part-time job where they provided accommodation too. As for Ethan, apparently even after we got divorced, he still couldn't find a job, so he ended up getting a loan in order to pay both me and Oliver for damages. Because of that, now he has to live life of constantly being bombarded with deadlines to pay off his debt. He called me many times after we got divorced, telling me that he wanted us to get back together. Not only that, but he would also often threaten me if we didn't, so I ended up getting a police involved. And as a result of being warned by the police not to contact me ever again, he finally stopped doing so. After getting divorced, my life changed for the better. I'm now able to spend more time and money on myself, and I'm enjoying the peaceful life I have now.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.